Hey everyone, this is Sampatri, and I just thought I'd go over some of the song structures and riffs and melodies of the new song Whiskey Song and how I came up with them. Originally, the chorus, all that stuff came way later, the riff, the whole, that all came last. Originally, I wrote this song about 5 years ago, give or take, and I was sitting on the edge of my bed. I remember this clearly, and I wrote out the lyrics, just the verses. I didn't have a chorus yet, and I had that chorus, which I just played the chorus slash intro, and then I needed something for a verse, so I just kind of strumming along to this, and then I came up with a line which I think is like the foundation of the song, which is when I sing Whiskey Fueled. It goes like, whiskey fueled and fed with the time, melt to my view, resuscitate my mind. Feels so cool, but I'm burning up inside, and I want you more than you'll ever find. So yeah, that became the basics of the song, the foundation of the song. But I just kind of forgot about it. I forgot about the song for a while. And then one day I was hanging out with Elisa Silva from Visualiza, our photographer. And I don't know, just plucking away at some originals, some covers. And then I was like, you know what, let me play this. I've had this in my catalog for a while. I haven't touched it in years. And I started playing it, and I just remember she was blown away. And she said something about how she had never heard my voice that way, and that it was a really special song. And honestly, I wasn't gonna do anything with the song for a while. I was gonna make it like a B-side, and she convinced me to do it as a single, which I'm glad she did, because I think it's the best song that I've ever put out and ever composed. I think it's a good mix between my punk roots and then the hard rock slash, rock and roll that I'm going for. And yeah, and then the things started coming into place. Originally the song was called Something's Off for the chorus, which is like the first line of the chorus. But she started calling it Whiskey Song, and then I started calling it Whiskey Song, and then everybody started calling it Whiskey Song, and it just kind of stuck, and I kind of liked it. The song was about two lovers who kind of meet, or two people who kind of meet and have this attraction, but for outside reasons, outside forces, they're kept apart, and it feels like a time bomb. And I think nowadays a lot of people get in their own way when it comes to love, relationships, even like physical attraction, like sexual attraction, for reasons that have nothing to do with it. Whether it's money, culture, social pressures, peer pressure, distance. I feel like a lot of people get in their own way and let other outside factors influence it. So I went through that at a time when I was a little more naive, and I started writing about this couple. And and then things started coming together, and I started playing, and I was listening to a lot of Oasis, which they do a lot of kind of like simple stuff like that, and so I started thinking it would be cool to do something like, and so at the time I was playing with a guitarist, and I told him to do that for that part. And listening to it back, I was like, you know what, just keep going. So what was became. More or less. And then I got my friend Matt Howells to kind of record it the way I heard it in my head, and he did a fantastic job. And yeah, things started coming together. I had the idea for violins, and I got Alexander to do the violins. I got this idea of like an orchestra, and he's just one guy, and he made it sound like a symphony, which is amazing. And then the last piece, which originally for the song, I come up with an icon, like a figure, an image for each song, and I thought of an hourglass, like running out of time, but it didn't make sense too much. And then the last thing I came up with was this thing that kind of repeats throughout the whole song. And it kind of reminded me of the old vintage music boxes with like a little ballerina inside. And I thought it was perfect because, you know, it starts with a beautiful melody and everything's good, but slowly and surely the song starts slowing down until it runs out of time and you're out of song. And I thought that was perfect. So I put all those things together, and then Whiskey Song came out and the artwork came out. You know, Saeed did an amazing job with the artwork, and I'm just really happy with how the song went. But yeah, definitely that was the idea behind the lyrics, the way I came about coming up with the basic riff of the song, and then I got the help of amazing musicians and amazing artists. So San Padre has always and will continue to be a very collaborative project, and I'm just really happy with how it turned out. So make sure to listen to Whiskey Song. That's on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Google Play, or whatever it's called, like literally anything, Tidal. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, on all social media, the dreaded TikTok, we're on there too. And yeah, stay tuned. There's gonna be a lot more coming up.